Hello, everybody. My name is Taka Torimoto. I'm a lead solution architect at OutSystems, and today I'm going to talk about low-code application development, how to rapidly create and deploy critical applications into the cloud, right? OutSystems is a company that's been around for actually a little over 20 years now. They're originally based out of Portugal. And I'm working two computers here. So OutSystems is a platform, right? What is it? It's a modern application platform that lets every developer become 3 to 6 times more productive. And I always say, personally, I say 2 times is ridiculously easy. It allows you to build innovative cloud applications fast, right now for the future, targeting new services, customers, markets, utilizing the latest technology, automation, and AI. It's really about serious productivity for serious applications. So at the top level, what do I mean by serious applications? It's usually custom software that makes a difference for the business and usually addresses one or more digital transformation priorities. So now I'm going to go through what those transformation priorities are. So first one is customer experience transformation. That's usually creating modern digital products and services that has frictionless customer experiences, multiple touch points, a way to differentiate yourself from the competitors to help you increase revenue, improve NPS and customer retention, decrease customer acquisition costs. One of our customers, Think Money. They are a UK-based fintech firm. They built a intuitive digital mobile banking experience in OutSystems in 14 weeks. And by doing so, they increased their customer conversion by 30%. 75% of the customers now use their digital self-service channels, significantly reducing the workload that they had on the contact center. And also, as a side note, they actually replaced their core COTS digital banking platform using OutSystems in 26 weeks, saving over $400,000 a year. The other one is workplace innovation. That's usually employee facing, obviously needs to be intuitive to use, data from multiple systems. It's about digital business processes making the employees' lives easier so that you can increase employee engagement, productivity, and customer satisfaction. So Mercy Ships is one of our customers, and what they do is they deploy hospital ships to the world's poorest countries where they can deliver vital free healthcare to the people that desperately need it. And they were launching their second hospital ship, the Global Mercy, early in 2021, and they needed they needed some help to make sure that they recruit 2 times the number of people, 2 times the number of volunteers. So they use OutSystems to build an end-to-end digital volunteer recruitment system that has great experience for volunteers that can save the time and effort for all the recruitment staff. And what they saw was a 92% reduction in applicant review preparation, 20% efficiency gain in time to hire, and their goal of 2 times increased annual recruitment capacity. So it allows them to focus more on having more ships to help countries in need around the globe. Another part is process automation. This is about optimizing the communication between multiple tools and systems, employees and customers. Usually these are front office and back office business applications. Just like the previous slide, these also need to be intuitive to use, data from multiple systems. And the goal here is to streamline processes so you can increase the operational efficiency and reduce operational costs. So one of our customers, City of Oakland, they use our platform to modernize their digital services to impact the residents' lives. They also ended up increasing their digital inclusion to underserved populations. They built 8 applications in 12 months, saving $1 million in development costs compared to previously. And for them, it's really about automating the processes where one of the use cases was residents needing to complete paper forms manually and in person. And last but not least is application modernization. This is about modernizing your existing applications and systems to reduce the complexity of your IT landscape, to increase the IT agility and reduce maintenance costs and replace even your cost licensing. We have a few customers. We have one customer that actually replaced their whole ERP system, JD Edwards, with a custom build of using OutSystems. We have lots of customers that built a replacement for Lotus Notes. One of our customers, Green Cargo, they provide efficient and sustainable rail logistics in Scandinavia and Europe. And they needed to migrate to the cloud, and they needed to do it incrementally. So they use OutSystems to wrap their existing legacy systems with the goal of ultimately turning off their mainframe and legacy SAP instances. So those are the 4 digital transformation priorities, and they're all different use cases. They have many different use cases for each priorities, but they all end up being the types of applications like web or mobile applications, right? So OutSystems allows you to build applications with any type of form factor. Reactive responsive web applications, progressive web applications, native mobile applications that you can also submit to the app stores, APIs and data required to power them as well. So all these applications, right, they accommodate multiple types of experiences using end user technologies You can use AI-driven chatbots. You can integrate with virtual assistants. OutSystems enables all these experiences. And all these different types of application experiences, Gartner calls them multi-experience. And we are a recognized leader in the Magic Quadrant for multi-experience development platforms. So going below the experiences layer, so far, I've talked about what you can create, but let's talk about now how it actually works. So the platform gives you full control over the full stack. That means you can do everything from the front end, the back end, the workflow, the integration, the business logic, the data model, everything that you need to create complex enterprise applications. Now, with that said, it's still extensible. So you can bring in .NET, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. We want to make sure that you have no limits and still have full flexibility. It's visual full stack. There's no jumping between screens and windows. It's model driven, it's AI powered. You can build your applications in days or weeks instead of months or years. Again, reactive web, native mobile, even API and microservices. The IDE for developers has multiple application layers. It's the user interface, application logic, business processes, and data models. In the user interface layer, regardless of the design skills of the developer, because I'm one of those people, because most developers just really don't have great design skills, you can build great experiences across all the platforms using a UI framework that comes out of the box that gives you best practices built in. There are themes, templates, patterns, reusable across channels so that you can have brand consistency. You can still create your own UI components because we want you to have that control all the way down to the individual pixel, and extend whatever UI controls you need with CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. Even complex logic can be visually modeled. Just like traditional coding, you have if and switch conditional statements, looping, input-output parameters, variables, structures, methods and functions that are reusable. You can connect with data services modeled with a platform or from external systems. There's really no limitations. You can import .NET or JavaScript code that become reusable as visual drag and drop components for other people. So one of our customers, Rico in Singapore, they actually select our platform because they saw that it was easy to understand and learn. It was also self-documenting, right? Because everything is visual. And we also offer an extensive set of free e-learning materials. And they realized that all their new developers can be up and running in 2 weeks. Even your complex business processes can be visually modeled. They can be triggered by timers, external events, human interaction, like clicking on a button on the screen. You can manage thousands of concurrent processes. One of our customers, Vandermeet, they are a global insurance and risk management service provider in the Netherlands. They reinvented their claims management business, customizing each client's processes and workflows. Each country's specific legal, currency, and language requirements were met. They currently process over 400,000 claims per year. And by using the platform, they were able to reduce their time to claim resolution by 30%, still supporting 12 languages in 6 countries. Also, your database schemas can be visual models, and they can be shared with any of your applications. There's built-in governance, so you can control who has access to what data. And because we utilize standard databases, you can take advantage of native database capabilities for performance. But we all know that no application is an island. No application exists in isolation, right? You probably have existing platforms and services, databases, API endpoints that you need to connect to. So we do have an online public repository with pre-built connectors that I'll get to later. But we also have Integration Builder, which is a wizard-driven way to connect to enterprise platforms, including Salesforce, SAP SharePoint, Dynamics, Dataverse, iSeries DB2, Oracle, SQL Server, and a whole bunch more. So the IDE, the development environment for developers, allows you to connect to any REST or SOAP web service very easily. And just as easily, you can also expose web services as APIs that can be consumed by other OutSystems applications you build, or by completely different technologies outside of the platform. So you have opportunities for monetizing your data and services. So overlaying all our stack is a full DevOps solution that supports the continuous delivery of your applications. So the platform is more than just development. It gives you safe, secure, and scalable single-click deployment and rollback, full dependency analysis, and infrastructure and application monitoring. You also get in-app application feedback so that you know exactly what your end users really think of your application. So every web and mobile application you build with the platform, there's a very quick and easy way for you to not have any extra effort to build this in, but every application has the ability for end users to send direct feedback and to the developers. And getting DevOps to work together is complex and time consuming, right? But out of the box, OutSystems gives you most of what you need, but you can also extend and integrate with whatever tools you have, whether it's Jenkins, Azure DevOps. We give you APIs that gives you complete control over the DevOps features. We give you development, production, and as many non-production environments you need. We also give you something called Architecture Dashboard. It gives you a visual representation of the technical debt across your portfolio of applications you build. I kind of look at it as like a daily code review from experts. It checks against best practices on architecture, performance, security, maintainability. It utilizes AI to suggest how to fix identified issues with links to documentation on each topic it finds. So the whole goal here is to keep your technical debt at bay while still being able to move fast building your applications. So on the side, we've got the Forge Marketplace. And I mentioned this earlier as an online public repository where you can find pre-built connectors. This is just one of the many reasons that in the platform, you can build fast and extensible limitless applications, because this open public repository, it's kind of similar to GitHub, where you have an active community of thousands of developers. There's thousands of reusable pre-built modules, templates, frameworks, connectors, UI widgets to help you speed up building your complex applications with best practices, including case management applications, field services applications, and we're continuously adding new capabilities and features to the Forge. So OutSystems is a development platform, and it provides a number of services not only accelerate the development of the software, but also ensures that the software is built right? That means maintainable, scalable, secure, and performant. So there's services, and there's two different categories of services the platform comes with. One of it is application services, and the other is platform services. The application services that the platform gives you makes it fast to include different capabilities into the applications that you build. These include identity management, encryption, services to make sure that your mobile applications are communicating in a secure way, reporting and analytics, offline synchronization, AI and machine learning capabilities, including chatbots, voice to text, image and voice recognition. On the platform services side, this is where the platform helps you with the process of managing on how your applications are actually built. So that includes sophisticated user and data management, build services for all the layers of your application, services support the visual deployment of your application across the different environments, performance management, and architecture analysis. And every time you build your application, there's security built into the platform where there's over 200 automatic security checks across the full stack. So you can focus on delivering applications that matter, designing for the future. So each of these services saves developers time. For example, the dedicated build service automates all the packaging of mobile applications so that you can submit them to the app stores. And then there's something called True Change. Now, as I mentioned, the company's been around for 20 years, and it is a change management engine that's been tweaked and honed for over the 20 years the company's been in existence. It uses AI to help developers address complexities created by ever-changing software requirements. It checks for bugs and architecture errors, analyzes the impact of all your changes on the dependencies that you have in the application. It provides team and architectural governance and monitors performance in real time. And this true change is leveraged across the whole platform. So you can build, manage, and change enterprise critical applications or services with zero friction, zero errors, zero lead time, and zero technical debt. At the lowest level, the way you build applications is disconnected from how they run, right? So we have customers. We have one that's been with the company for over 15 years. They're still running today on the platform, but now their same application is running on their modern stack. How did they do that? All they had to do was redeploy their applications that they've been designing each time they upgrade the platform version. It's kind of like rebuilding with a new compiler and now outputs a more modern technology underneath. So we have hundreds of engineers and architects who are obsessed to ensure that the architecture where your application is running is state of the art. We're constantly innovating the underlying runtime, so you can focus on what you are building instead of how it runs. And so this is how the OutSystems platform enables you to build for the future. And we support public or private clouds, managed cloud also, where you can offload your cloud operations to our expert teams. So serious application needs serious security and reliability, right? Our managed cloud offering offers compliance and certifications for security, quality, and business continuity. So that includes SOC 2, PCI, HIPAA, ISO certifications, and the uptime of 99.95% is also available. So there we have it. That's just an overview of the OutSystems platform and how we help you guys build software fast, right, and for the future. And you can try out for yourself, no strings attached. It's a free version on the website. You can learn more in delivering applications faster than ever before on outsystems.com. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. I'll be back there, straight behind you guys, with any questions you might have. Thank you.